Transportable Shade Sheds presents how to build a Canvacon. Tools needed: sledgehammer, ladder, drill, tape measure, pencil, string level, socket wrench. Step 1. Unbox the Canvacon components. Our products will be delivered to you neatly packed and arranged in the flat pack box. Just pop it open and you can easily pull out the Canvacon parts. Step 2. Base rails assembly. Get a center base rail and 2 end base rails. Measure 150 mm from the ends of their joints and mark it. Get 2 scoping tubes and mark their center length, which is about 150 mm. Insert a scoping tube on both ends of the center base rail. Insert the scoping tube up to the center mark that we've made. Now secure the scoping tubes to the center base rail by putting 2 M4x21 Tex screws diagonally within the 150 mm mark that we've made. Connect the end base rails to the center base rail by slipping them on the scoping tube. Make sure that all pieces are aligned. Secure the base rails together by placing 2 Tex screws diagonally within the 150 mm marks that we've made. Follow these procedures to construct the other base rail. Step 3. Secure one of the base rails with your hold-down option. The type and quantity of the hold-down option depends on the wind rating that you need and whether you need temporary or permanent application. The following procedures will show you how to secure the base rails with ground anchors. Place one base rail in position. Move it aside and lay a small bed of gravel where you'll be placing the base rail. This will prevent any moisture from forming under the galvanized steel. Now place the base rail on the layer of gravel. Place the ground anchors beside the base rail, beside each joiner to mark where the ground anchors will be buried. Move the base rail aside and bury the ground anchors using a sledgehammer. Reposition the base rail over the ground anchors. Place the saddle plates over the bolts and screw them down in place with a socket wrench. The following procedures will show you how to secure the base rails with concrete pier kits. Place one base rail in position. Move it aside and lay a small bed of gravel where you'll be placing the base rail. This will prevent any moisture from forming under the galvanized steel. Now place the base rail on the layer of gravel. Mark the ground where the concrete pier kit will be placed. Move the base rail aside. Create a 450 mm wide and 600 mm deep cylindrical hole where you'll be placing the concrete pier kits. Make sure to create the holes at the center of where the concrete pier kits will be. Fill the holes with concrete up to ground level. Now place the base rail back in position. Place the saddle plates with the concrete pier kit in place. Let the concrete settle overnight before continuing to the next step. Step 4. Assemble the portal frames. Get an end spreader. Measure 150 mm from the joints and mark it. Get 2 scoping tubes and mark their center length. Insert a scoping tube on both ends of the end spreader. Insert the scoping tubes up to the center mark that we've made. Now secure the scoping tubes to the end spreader by putting 2 Tex screws diagonally within the 150 mm mark that we've made at the joints. Repeat the whole procedure so that you'll have 2 sets of end spreader with scoping tubes. Get an end nose. Measure 150 mm from its joints and mark it. Now connect the end spreaders to the end nose. Get 2 end down tubes and measure 150 mm from its joints. Connect an end down tube on both of the end spreaders. Now get 2 scoping tubes and mark their center length. Insert a scoping tube on both end down tubes. Insert the scoping tube up to the center mark that we've made. Now secure the scoping tubes to the end down tubes by putting 2 Tex screws diagonally within the 150 mm mark that we've made. Get 2 risers. Measure 150 mm from its joints and mark it. Now connect the risers to the end down tubes. Measure the distance across the top of the frame and across the bottom, and make sure that they are the same width apart. Check the edge along the top of the frame if it's straight. Make sure that all the purlin joiners are on the same side and near along the top edge of the portal frame. Now we can place 2 Tech screws diagonally on the other side of each joint to secure all the pieces together. Spin the frame over and put 2 Tech screws diagonally on both sides of all the joints. Repeat all of these steps to construct the other end portal frame and center portal frame. Step 5. Attach the portal frames to the base rails. Attach the portal frames on their corresponding place on the base rails. Measure the outer width of one of the end portal frame from the top. Now adjust the base rails to match this measurement. Take the measurement diagonally across the shed and repeat on the other side. The 2 diagonal measurements should be the same. Now that the base rails are aligned, secure the other base rail to the ground by repeating the procedures in Step 3. Step 6. Align the portal frames. Run a string line along the top of the portal frames to make sure that they are level. If a portal frame is lower than the others, just tap it up from underneath until it is level with the others. Do the same on the other side. Now that all the portal frames are aligned, put 2 Tech screws diagonally at the front and back of each of the base of the portal frames to secure them to the base rail. Repeat this step for all of the joints. Step 7. Attach the roof purlins. Get a roof purlin. Measure 60 mm from both ends and mark it. Attach one end of the roof purlin to one of the center down tube. Push the portal frame a little so that you can slip the roof purlin in the joiner if needed. Attach the other end of the roof purlin to the end down tube. Push the portal frame so that you can slip the other end of the roof purlin to the joiner if needed. Attach the other roof purlins using this method. Work your way to the other side. Repeat this step for the roof purlins at the back. Make sure that all the portal frames are still aligned. Put a Tech screw under the roof purlins joints to secure them in place. Place the screw within the 60 mm marks that we've made. Step 8. Attach the roof cover. Unfold the roof cover. Move it near one side of the frame structure and orient it properly. Lift it up and slide it up the top of the frames. Pull the other edge of the roof cover towards the other side of the frame structure. Stretch out the roof cover in place. Get 2 roof purlins. Measure 100 mm from the edge that doesn't have the pre-made holes. Get a purlin scoping tube. Measure 100 mm from both ends and mark it. Slip the 2 roof purlins over the purlin scoping tube on both ends. Stop at the 100 mm marks that we've made. Make sure that the pre-made holes are all on the sides. The roof purlins holes should be on the outer edges. Now secure the pieces together by placing 1 Tech screw on both of the joints. Place the screws on top of the joints, within the 100 mm marks that we've made. Repeat the entire process to assemble the other tension tube. Insert the tension tubes in the sleeves of the roof cover located at the sides. Be sure that the screws of the joints are facing up when you insert them in the sleeves. Make sure that the tension tubes are aligned to the portal frames. Get a ratchet strap. Attach one end to the end of the tension tube. Attach the other end to the base rail. Do the same on the other end of the tension tube. Tighten the straps with the ratchet to pull the tension tube down. Feel where the pre-made holes are on the tension tube. Place a Tech screw through the hole and screw the tension tube to the front and back portal frames. Remove the ratchet straps. Get another ratchet strap. Attach one end to the tension tube at the center. Attach the other end of the strap to the bottom of the center portal frame. Tighten the straps with the ratchet to pull the center of the tension tube down. Feel where the pre-made hole is on the center of the tension tube. Place a Tech screw through the hole and screw the tension tube to the center portal frame. Remove the ratchet straps. Lastly, repeat the entire procedure to secure the tension tube on the other side. There you have it. Simple and easy assembly of your Canvacon in less than 3 hours. Not only can it give protection to your cars, boat or caravans, they can provide a comfortable shade anywhere you need it. Get your Canvacon now. Hurry and contact us now before our sale ends. click the like and share button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. To get more information and exciting deals, check the link to our website and Facebook page down in the description box below.